Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Always a pleasure.
Please, we're going upstairs and then we'll come back down.
Okay, good.
Prime Minister Mητσοτάκis, my good friend Kyriakos, welcome back to Israel. You arrived here directly from Cyprus, and the three of us, Israel, Greece, and Cyprus, have built up a tremendous trilateral partnership, and I have to say that our bilateral relations have grown. When I say grown, you should know that our common trade, security, and technological cooperation went up from a few $1 million to about $1 billion this year. It's just going up and up and up. And Israelis are going to Greece in record numbers. We've just discussed a green passport arrangement where Israelis, when we lift the restraints on flights, would be able to go to Greece and without any limitations. No self-isolation, nothing. And I think this is good news for all of us. Our cooperation is good for our countries, it's good for the entire region. We have a common past. We're very proud of our past and eager to seize the future together. We're two democracies at the edge of the Mediterranean. We have Athens and Jerusalem, as I never tire of saying, are the ones who laid the foundations for our modern Western civilization. And we share common aspirations for stability, prosperity, and security. And our cooperation allows us to seize opportunities in energy. We discussed the East Med pipelines with some innovative ideas that Prime Minister Mitsotakis brought. We're discussing how to augment tourism, as I told you, and how to better meet the challenges that to the security and health of our citizens, including discussing cooperation in COVID. Now, yesterday, I wanted to meet Professor Arber from Ichilov, and I wanted to meet him because of this miracle drug that has not yet been tested. It's been tested on 30 people and found effective. If you're infected by corona and you're seriously ill and you have a lung problem, you take this, you inhale this with a saline solution, and you come out feeling good. We don't know yet, it's going into trials. I asked Professor Arber to come to my office today, he did. And 2 hours later, my friend Prime Minister Mitsotakis comes to my office, and more or less the first question he asked me was, can you tell me about this miracle drug? We called Professor Arber, and Prime Minister Mitsotakis volunteered that Greece, their leading hospital, would partake in the clinical trials, and I hope that we can approve this, because I think this is an example of our cooperation in forging ahead to new areas. I want to thank you for all the things that we're doing together, our cooperation both on the international level. I think the fact that you're here during the corona epidemic, the fact that we're talking again and again and again, says that we have a tremendous friendship. So welcome to Jerusalem, friend.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for your kind words. It's always a pleasure to be back in Israel. Remember, our last meeting was also during the first wave of the corona crisis. Lots has changed since. Some things have remained the same, but I would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate you on the speed with which you have vaccinated, or you are vaccinating your population. Which will allow us, once a significant percentage of the population is vaccinated and once you lift your own travel restrictions, to be able to offer Israeli tourists the opportunity to spend their holidays in Greece without any additional restrictions. I'm very happy that our ministers of tourism will sign a cooperation agreement we've been working on for a long time in the field of tourism. I've been a big proponent of the idea of vaccination certificates within the European Union. We need to facilitate travelers once they provide easy proof of vaccination, and this is what we intend to do with Israel, as it is the country which is further down the path in terms of vaccinating the majority of its population. So I'm very glad that our ministries are working in that direction, and I do hope to be able to welcome Israeli tourists as soon as possible to Greece. You've touched upon the other aspects of our strategic relationship, which is becoming stronger, I would say, by the month, by the day. This is a partnership we've both invested a lot in, as you said, to ancient civilizations, to democracies in the Eastern Mediterranean. We have a common interest in the broader stability of the region, and I think a common perspective in terms of what needs to happen to make sure that the Eastern Mediterranean remains, peaceful and safe for all countries of the region. You know that our strategic partnership in the defense sector is also deepening. We are happy to have Israeli company take over and offer flight training services to Greece for the next 20 years. It's a big program. It will be based in Kalamata, and I think it is probably the most clear example of the partnerships we can build in the defense space. And of course, there's room for significant further investment by Israeli companies in Greece. I'm absolutely confident that Greece is going to recover robustly after the pandemic. I know there's a lot of interest by Israeli companies to invest in real estate. It's already happening in Greece, in the tourism sector, but also in the high-tech sector, where Greece is making important steps in the right direction. We have excellent engineers, and lots of international companies are beginning to realize that it is worthwhile setting up a presence in Greece, and I'm sure the opportunity will also be seized by Israeli companies. So there's so much more we can do, and of course I'm very happy to have discussed the issue of this new drug, which caught, I think, our attention in the international press, and assuming we can overcome the regulatory hurdles, which I think we can do very, very quickly, Greece would be happy to participate in the clinical trials. Let's hope it works. We will all be very, very relieved if we can actually find a drug that cures the disease itself. So again, thank you very much for the warm welcome, and looking forward to your next visit to Greece.
Thank you.